You're watching Swick's Ski Classics, and we're at the third of the 6 events this season. 5 countries visited. We're now down to Germany, and a very warm welcome to the 42nd edition of the König Ludwig Lauf event, starting and finishing this year due to a change in weather conditions in the Ettal Valley. Well, a beautiful part of the world, one of Germany's most scenic areas. We're in the south of the country. The snow has been falling just about enough, and we're all ready for some more excellent Ski Classics racing. We look forward to having your views on this course and on the race as it develops today. Let's have a quick look at those 2 laps from Ettal to Ettal. 2 sprints, first at 9 kilometres and then at 32 kilometres, with a finish at 46. So the green bib is up for grabs for the sprint as well. That's going to be one of several competitions on offer today. We'll make our way to Grasvank, where the sprint will take place after 9 kilometres. Then marching our way around the valley back into Ettal, around the same course for the second half. As you can see, there's usually quite a big climb in this race, going up to well over 1,000 metres. Due to the weather conditions, that will not be taken on, and this is the course, 46 kilometres. We'll have our winner. Last year, remember, we had our closest race ever on the circuit.
I think to be able to win this race.
We're all ready to take long distance skiing to another level for the 3rd time this season. It is the Swick's Ski Classics, the 3rd of 6 events, and we are off. 46 kilometres to go, and the start could be very important here.
Yeah, the first thing is to keep your skis and poles intact, so they don't break, because there are a lot of people, as you see, going together, and there is usually always some kind of accident in the start, not perhaps among the top elite skiers, but a little bit further back. But it seems to go very well here.
Well, we're looking at a fairly flat course today. As you can see, the snow a little sparse on the ground in the early parts of the course. It's for that reason that the course has been shortened today. Remember, almost 3,000 participants here, and it is quite a spectacular sight, despite the fact that we've a bit of low-lying cloud around.
What's fun about these kinds of races is that you as an amateur can participate in this race together with the world's best skiers. It's quite classic, and a lot of people like that, to be able to compete towards against their best skiers in the world.
Well, it's not just the prestige of competing against the best skiers in the world. 200,000 euros on offer as well. Let's not forget that. There's a big set of prize money around. And as you can see, we have our distance to go graphic up now. So 45.5 kilometres to see who will be the main man and woman today on the course. Course marked out, as you can see, all along the way. This is where the first gaps really will start to develop between the pros and those amateurs that you talked about behind.
That's right.
So having a look at the course yourself, you've had a bit of a time to study it before we came on air today. Slight change. Will that make sure that there are changes in the pre-planned tactics of those who are turning up to race today?
I guess some skiers had planned to use kick wax before, but due to the change of track, when the uphill part was removed, it's a lot more flat, this new track, so I think more skiers now choose to go without kick wax. And it will be quite difficult to break away from the group and get a real gap, since the track is relatively easy, at least for the top skiers.
Well, local skier Andy Gestenberger at the front there. One of the Germans in participation here as we take a look down at Ettal. It really is a beautiful part of the world if you wish to visit it. Again, certainly at this time of the year with the snow, very, very picturesque indeed.
It's very beautiful. I participated myself last year, and I can really recommend to all of you like to do cross-country skiing to go down here and participate in one of the ski classic races. It's a great experience, really.
Well, for those of you who are watching perhaps for the first time at home, wherever you're watching around the world, you're very warm welcome along with us. And perhaps for those new viewers, it might be good to explain exactly what this sport is about. Of course, physically, there's a lot of preparation before we even get to the tactics and what's going to happen out on course here. What sort of things do you have to do to prepare to be a good long-distance skier?
Well, of course, skiing it's the most important thing, but you need to also, as the guy in the interview mentioned, do a couple of hours in the gym. You need to have a really strong, can compete in the same race, starting together with the top skiers in the world. That's quite nice.
Lovely to see. Double polling away, as you said. Centric. Hard to talk about this event without mentioning them as a team. They are the top team in the discipline, in the sport. He looks to be slowing by the stroke as he keeps double polling. Into 90 meters to go here. The sprint line just in front of us, as we can see. Looks as though he'll probably make it and take the points. But in the end, you can see in the yellow full uniform, green bib, we have John Christian Dahl looking to try and take second place. Pedersen takes the first sprint points. It will be our sprint leader, John Christian Dahl, who comes in second place. The overall leader, Östensen, in third. Chicherev of the Russian team, Pavlov in fifth, and the veteran, 40 years of age, Retsach from the Czech Republic, in sixth at the minute. So a lot of big names up there.
It is.
And I'm afraid he is well out of it.
Yeah.
Top 20 for him, and look at the snow falling here at the finish. It is thick, it is fast. It's time to get out of the way there if you're an amateur, because the pros are coming through and we're all ready to contest the sprint. Last minute preparations being made and we're about to find out. United Bakery's coming to the fore, but it's a perfect position for Simon Östensen at the minute in second. Has to just make sure he hangs on to this attack into the final few hundred meters now. It's an exciting finish as we predicted right here in König Ludwig Lauf. One amateur skier down, has to get out of the way. Luckily it's after the main contenders have gone. This is an excellent effort though from United Bakeries, and it looks as though they are going to take the win. It will be Östensen in second, United Bakeries with the win, and Kjølstad with first place wins. Tinel in second, Auckland fourth, Callison fifth, Pedersen sixth, Redzach, Damen and Berdal, with Sorin making up the top 10. But what a win for Kjølstad and United Bakeries. They had yellow uniforms up to the front throughout the final few kilometres,